up, my little Tattle Tells? Yo, sit down. We need to have a serious talk about Miss Wendy Williams. Now listen, there's good news and then there's we gotta talk, right? The good news is she sat down with her good friend Fat Joe and gave an interview. Side note, when is Fat Joe going to let go of that name? Because he is no longer fat. And whatever. Anyway, let's move on, right? She gave an interview. The good news to everybody is she is definitely, again, it's my opinion. I'm not a judge, obviously, or am I? But it's definitely my opinion that she definitely has the capacity to be in control of her own funds. Listen, my little legal ego Tattle Tells, let me know in the comments what you think. Regardless of what anybody thinks, the capacity to literally get a guardianship on you is a very high bar to reach. In my opinion, Wendy does not reach that bar. However, there is something going on with Wendy. Now listen, here's the thing. I'm not saying it's cognitive decline. However, Wendy's heart's not in it. Wendy's not focused. And even when Fat Joe was interviewing, there were a few key moments where I was like, what is going on? Again, listen to me when I say this. Wells Fargo is wrong, right? Wells Fargo did not meet the burden. I firmly believe that Wells Fargo literally concocted this whole thing to cover up for their employees' wrongdoing. This is my opinion. Get whatever opinion you want, right? Don't take it as fact. It's my opinion. However, right, there is something I can say that I think the public forced Wendy and Wells Fargo into action too early. You know what? Take a look at the video, then meet me after the jump, and then we'll talk about it.
All right, so Wendy, listen, Wendy, so we get you looking beautiful. Look, we'll get to it. There's so many. Wendy, so many rumors about why you're not in the show. There was a big rumor saying Alzheimer's, that you forgetting stuff. And could you clear that up for the people? Because you got huge fans that want to know.
I don't mind talking about this. You know, I was in Miami, and then I found out that my money was I don't want to talk too much about that, but let's just say I know what kind of money I have. Unfortunately, I only have $2 and nothing else. Everything is frozen, and some people are involved with this, and so that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, but Wendy, I'm trying to say, is it people you trusted that spread the rumor of the Alzheimer's so they could take your money? Is this a money grab?
No, people say things like that. Like maybe I went because I have the lymphedema. I told you about my feet. People say, well, I just am ready to go, and where is she? I told you, when they froze my money and stopped it, they froze my son's stuff, and we talked about it. I don't want to talk too much about it because I know that a lot of people. How many people will know what you and I are talking about?
I mean, everybody's on here, Wendy. So whatever you say, they gonna run with it. So this ain't like a private, because Wendy calls me privately and talks to me about things, and so you know, but it's private. But now we doing this. This is an interview type of thing, Wendy. Whatever you say, everybody's tuned in.
By the way, Joan Rivers also gave this to me. This is she was wearing this when she was like somewhere, and she had it at her apartment. And I said, wow. I said, do you mind if because I'm not going to wear that because, I don't want to wear that. She goes, I don't want to curse to you. But look, this is Joan Rivers. I love you.
Let me ask you a question, Wendy.
Okay, now you guys saw that for yourselves. Now, as you know, Sherri Shepherd always responded as well. And you know what? I'm not going to say anything about the Sherri Shepherd thing because Sherri made it clear her and Wendy are not friends. Her and Wendy never were friends. So even though Sherri was very nice about it, you know, the thing she said, I just didn't find them helpful, right? You know, when she said Wendy's not well, she told the thing about how basically Wendy's not a good girl, a girl's girl, and Sherri has friends and worked on, and Wendy's just not like that. I get it. They don't like each other, so it's no love lost. But if Sherri really does think Wendy's unwell, then why are you commenting on an unwell person? All she said is she likes Sherri, but she's not going to be watching Sherri Shepherd's show. I mean, at the end of the day, Sherri Shepherd, through no fault of her own, now is sitting where Wendy wants to sit. I mean, what's Wendy supposed to say? This is after the network went out her way to basically say that Wendy was in a coma, like Days of Our Lives General Hospital, and couldn't get up. I mean, honestly, I get why Wendy said what she said, and I get why Sherri said what she said. But let's get back into Wendy. You guys, here's my concern. That Wendy was forced out of whatever she's going through too soon. You know, everybody wants to talk about the more salacious. Wendy's in a coma, Wendy's in a wheelchair, Wendy's incapacitated, Wendy this and Wendy that. Wendy is obviously going through something. Wendy is obviously rebuilding. One of the reasons she's kind of coming out of her nest a little bit too early, in my opinion, with whatever's going on, is the fact that Wells Fargo froze her funds. Another reason she's coming out of her nest too early is because the public was like, oh my God, and spreading all these rumors, which in a roundabout way gave Wells Fargo the basis they needed for, in my opinion, that BS thing of talking about, oh, well, guess what? Since you forgot, who gave you that pillow and what your son does for a living and all this other stuff, you know what? We're just going to take all your money and give it to the manager that you don't even like, that you fired. How about that? Sounds good? I really do think at this point, Wendy definitely does not reach the level of incapacitation to take all your money for guardianship, you guys. If you guys don't know, that's a huge level to reach. However, there is still something going on with Wendy, and it makes me feel bad that she had to get dressed, go to the Met Gala, go to all these Upper East Side haunts, put on a smiling face, act like she's the toast of the party, just because she wants what is hers, what she earned her whole life and what she worked her whole life doing. Again, everybody's happy Wendy's back, and I'm glad that Wendy's here fighting for what she believes in and basically for herself and her legacy. But y'all, can we just be a little bit serious in the fact that, and I guess listen, I guess I'm part of the problem, but we all played a role in pushing a woman that needs her privacy, needs her respect, and needs her rest out into the public eye a little bit too soon. I don't know, you guys, I just have a bad feeling about this, and it makes me so sad whenever people have to actually move before they're ready, or what? Get everything they've ever worked for taken away? I don't know. It just doesn't strike me the wrong way. But you know what? Maybe I'm putting 20 on 10. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I'm really interested to know. But I don't know, y'all. I just don't like this. I don't like any of this. But who do I blame in all this? More than the gossip, more than the innuendo, and more than the fans. You know who I blame? Wells Fargo. And that's who I'm always going to blame.